All right. Hi, this is Laura, and I am focusing on the integration of technology into the science classroom. And another website that I use in my one-to-one classroom is the Gizmo website. Now, there are a couple of situations with the Gizmo website in that it does require a subscription. And there are quite a few districts that actually do subscribe to Gizmos. If your particular district does not, then it is definitely worth asking for and getting other teachers on board to have this to use in the classroom. If not, there's always a way around it. It's probably not the best way, but you do get a 30-day free trial if you sign up with an email address. And so in the one particular district that I actually worked in where we did not have a subscription, I was actually guilty for signing up for several months of free trials just using different email addresses. So there's a way around it, but that's probably not going to be the best way, especially if you're going to use it quite a bit in the classroom. But anyway, this is my personal account because I am thankful that my district does subscribe to this. And so I'll simply click on this and go to my homepage. This is, by the way, a website for virtual labs, and it is a great resource. And again, it does require a paid subscription, but it is definitely worthwhile if you can get your district to invest. So this is my homepage, and you can see here are my current classes. We have not used it quite a bit this year like I normally do, simply because we've had internet issues this year, and I have not been able to use it as much. But when you are able to actually use it in your classroom, you can look up the different gizmos by academic standards. And of course, if you can get the math department in on the Gizmo idea as well, then you have two groups of teachers that have an interest in this, and maybe the district will invest. So I'm going to click on science, and of course you can see here that I'm in the state of South Carolina, and it's broken down by grade level, and I actually teach biology. So I'm going to do a general search here, and you can simply just do a general browse and just in general, or you can actually connect it to your particular state, and many different states are represented on this particular website. But let's say these are my state standards here, and for example, we are getting ready to move into the topic of evolution, which is a little bit further down this way. This would all be genetics, and let's say here we're looking at evolution, and we're looking at natural and artificial selection, or we're looking at mutations, which we've also covered. And then of course here are ecosystems, which will be our last topic for the year. But let's say we're looking at mutations and selections. And so here you can get the general lesson information once you click on it. And it'll give you quite a few things that you're able to use. You're able to use their student exploration sheet. When you click it open, it'll pop up like this. And the exploration sheets are really great. They come with images, and this is great. They give the students the vocabulary. They ask them some prior knowledge. They give them a warm-up, which kind of helps them to get the idea or the gist of the gizmo. And then it'll tell them and walk them through the various activities. This one has activity A, has activity B, and activity C. And some of these can get quite lengthy. And if you are not interested in using the whole student worksheet, then they have this Word version where you can simply go on and you can edit it and include what you want and what you don't want. So that's a great resource. Then they provide an answer key. They also provide a teacher guide. And the teacher guide, now all of this is only available, or at least the teacher guide is available with the subscription. But I don't ever use this. I just tie it into my standards and go from there. But this is a resource. And then they also provide a vocabulary sheet as well. So, so there are lots of different resources that can be used from this Gizmo website. And if you decide that you want to use this particular gizmo, then you can simply add it to one of your classes. So if I click here, I can click add to all classes, or just pick a particular one. Or if you want to try it out first, you can click launch gizmo. And what I normally do is I run it through maybe the first activity just to make sure it's what I'm looking for. And you can see here it's popping up here. So this is natural selection. And you can simply follow that particular worksheet or student guide. And here you can see you can change your background color, because we're doing a natural selection of, it looks like, bugs of some kind. And we're looking at mutations, and it throws in the vocabulary for phenotype and genotype. And then you simply run the simulation, and here are the birds coming in and eating and determining the natural selection of these particular bugs. And it'll continue to do that until you decide, or the student guide decides, that it's time to stop the simulation. They provide tools here, and when you click on tools, you can do a screenshot, put arrows in, that sort of thing, just depending upon what you want your kids to do. And some of them, depending upon the simulation, will actually provide graphs and data analysis and that sort of thing. So it's a really, really great vehicle. All right, and then of course you can go to find gizmos by academic standard, which is what I did, by grade and topic, by textbook. It really just depends on what kind of search you want to do. And again, this does require a subscription. However, it is definitely worth your while looking into. So I hope this video was helpful, and thank you very much.